All right, good evening, humans of planet Earth, and welcome to the Hermit M. Rudolph Fitness Center. Tonight we have a co-ed competitive matchup, and we will be our hosts. My name is Eli Jenkins. My partner,
My name is
Foley.
Will Foley, and it's an honor to be here with you guys. Looks like we have actually a couple professors out with us here tonight. As you can see over on the right side of our screen, number one, that is Eddie Beer right there. This is the local legend around Gonzaga. He's taught here for a long time. I believe he's actually retired, but he's currently just soaking up that noon ball and intramural action still. So it looks like we're about to get started here.
I think he's trying to phase himself into retirement. I think he teaches one class a semester, and that's how he's still to play and absolutely get buckets and warm-ups. And, it's really fun to watch him just facilitate.
Oh, yeah. Out on the court, he may not be scoring 20 a game, but he'll get you 10. He'll shoot a three ball here and there. He'll take you baseline. You got to be aware. Eddie's a sneaky guy.
Always willing to give the ball to his teammates. So tonight, our refs will be Nash and a junior and a sophomore, respectively. Coming into the screen is supervisor turned player right now, Drew Braddock from San Diego, California. He is typically the supervisor for Gonzaga Intramural. Tonight he will be suiting up to, really get after it and see what he can do. This is a first game for us too, folks, so we are trying to get the technology figured out to make sure that we can give you the best viewing experience possible.
And here's a look at our table right here. This is what goes on behind the magic. In case anyone's wondering, we got new scoreboards also. We have one in the far corner there and another one over here. It's a big day for intramurals.
Yeah, I think that's just another reason it really shows that the continuous improvement that, the RFC. Before we just had one scoreboard behind the behind the scores table, and now we're actually able to see it from both sides. It makes it easier for players, refs, and viewers. We're really just waiting on some formalities with signing in, I believe.
And NCAA regulations, I believe. They're double checking those to make sure we're clear. We don't want any violations here. Big game day for Gonzaga at BYU tonight coming up. But this is like the pregame. It's like the pre-fight for McGregor. No. All right, folks, we should be getting started up here soon. But as the screen's pointing right now, see that big orange guy? That is Cole Niedema. He is a current ref, 2-year vet, I believe, potential 3. We got Schoon who just shot the ball. We have a lot of refs over here tonight, so we'll make sure the refs are calling this game fair.
A lot of people. There's a lot of speculation. There's refs out on the court. There could be some collusion, but I'm not sure if that's not going to take. I think the Nash and are really going to call a fair game, just like they were born to do. Should be might be a little bit difficult to hear us throughout the game because of all the fans that are arriving in. It's usually a pretty raucous time here on the RFC.
Yeah, so if anybody ever has an issue with hearing us, please comment below and we'll make sure we speak up so we can get to our fans.
We have a whopping, we just hit
10 double digits.
Time up top. There we go.
The word must be getting out about this big showing and 2-star announcers tonight, so I understand why the views are starting to flow in. Yeah, shoot, we really got to watch ourselves now. Here comes Drew, the supervisor. Look at him run. Look at him go. He can do it on and off the court, folks. Oh, he pushes in the chest. That will be called this game. You better figure it out early.
All right, Nash blows his whistle with authority. He wants this game to get started. Jason Knapp, the RFC is electric tonight. Well, Mr. Knapp, I could not agree anymore. No, you just got to lock in. I can barely hear myself think. Oh, we're up to 11. We only have one AirPod. 2 spectators. Yeah, I laughed.
So we're gonna boost that up to 13, 14. Oh my gosh, it's game time. The fans are coming in. The teams are ready to play. Looks like we're just about outside of a jump ball right here. Another fun fact out there for you guys: AJ Hawk is currently playing, standing next to Eddie Beer, and she was my statistics teacher. So we'll see what she has tonight to offer. A minus, couldn't believe it.
I can't believe you got that high of rating. All right, tip goes to Dark and Coed Jenkins has the ball.
Cohen Jenkins is also a rep here on the IM squad. He was actually supposed to announce this game, but he was playing.
And Rachel Schoonover with the air ball, collected by Ryan Thomas. Gets back to the group supervisor, turned athlete. Through with the pump fake, gets the ball in, mishandled, and White will take possession.
You know, you hate to see a turnover like that to start the game. Hopefully Dark doesn't have an issue with that throughout.
Oh, there goes, good! And the ball goes out of bounds.
That's good defense by Schoonover right there. A little fun fact for everyone out there. Like the 10th fun fact already of the night. But she also goes by Schoon. Most people don't even know her last name is Schoonover.
Eddie Beer throws the ball up to Matt Geske for the long three, and it is
Boom! Sinks it from deep.
showing off his range early in the game. Darkness to counterattack. Too proud to stop and pop from the top of the key, and it is good. The clap back is immediate.
The clap back is immediate, as Eli said. Looks like we're going to have a good game here, folks. Both teams shooting the ball well to start.
Let him know. One hand pass up to Cohen Jenkins, no relation to myself. And bang, he hits again.
He seems to be a pretty dangerous shooter so far in this game, so White's going to have to figure out how to get a man out there and guard him.
AJ Hawk with the shot. No good. Collected by Ryan Thomas.
Both teams pretty fearless to shoot so far. We'll see how long that continues. Apparently, it's going to continue.
Three, no good. Offensive rebound collected by Mr. Jenkins. Loose ball. And Don Broskoff is up and under finish. Good facilitation by Dark. Do you think that's going to stay the same way the whole game?
Yeah, they've been shooting the ball pretty well, so people are going to have to start filling up top when someone's open. It's going to create gaps, and people are going to start filling and running, looking for a lot of cutters.
No good.
Just out of the reach of Schoonover. It looks like the ball is going to be coming back this way for White. Let's see if White can get the ball to the lane again here. They tried that last time. It's not successful, but you got to keep going to the glass.
Eddie Beer with the spot rollers after the screen, but the three is no good from the top. Long shot from Crowder to intercepted by Ishmael. And Matt Geske with the left hand up and good. Oh, is that a Mike Bibby jersey that Don was wearing?
Oh, wait, shoot. Look at it.
And Rachel.
That's fine.
We're having some technical difficulties here. We just found out that we're using AirPods right now, and no, they do not fall out. But we were just made aware that its sound is only coming through one of them. So we will be, we are down to one AirPod, hoping that also doesn't fall out as the ball goes into the lane. And one basket's good. Ishmael will get a chance for the three-point play.
Yeah, that's great to see him attacking the rim early. He's got an incredible ability to finish, gets very high up.
Nash Thompson with the picturesque way a ref should report a foul. We love to see that through the extensive training that we receive here at the RFC from our talented supervisors and directors as the free throw is good. The score is 7-8. Dark is in the lead by 1 point with a little under 14 minutes remaining in the half.
Dark might be trying to take advantage of their age difference in this game. They're really pushing the ball up the court quick. We'll see how that turns out.
All right, looks like we're going to have to debit Eddie Beer's account for one personal foul. For those of you who are not familiar with RFC basketball, one thing, like every other basketball game, 5 fouls are allowed for an entire game for each player, as Cohen Jenkins uncontested for the layup for 2. There'll be 18-minute halves, running clock, but in the last 1 minute of the first half and the last 2 minutes of the second half, the clock will stop for all dead balls. As Ishmael pump fakes, stifling defense from Cohen. Ball goes into Matt Geske in the post. Stolen by Ryan Thomas as Mike Bibby, a.k.a. Don Barashkov, takes the lane and is fouled by A.J. Hawk. Looks like we're going to be shooting two. No, I stand corrected. That will be a foul on the ground, and they will take it out from the baseline.
That's a great call right there. As all of you know, these officials are students also, so it's great to see them out here making both sides on the court and in the classroom.
Cohen Jenkins sends it long. Ishmael looks to take on Mike Bibby, Don Barashkov. And the basket's good. That's going to tie it up at 10 apiece with about 12 and a half left.
Might have been a little contact on that finish, but ref saw it as clean, and Ish finished strong.
Drew Prada with a deep three from the wing. No good. Taken in by A.J. Hawk.
A little inside scoop I'm getting from the sideline right now is Dom is getting a little bit tired, it seems. It looks like we have Sam Neela-Sanik coming into the game here next.
Contested three by Prada, and it is good. Over the accountant himself. Word has just come in from our production facility that Drew Prada has 9 points of the 13.
Eddie Beer puts Drew in the spin cycle.
Matt Geske gets his own rebound and is up and good for two.
Matt seems to be a very important part for this offense for White today. He's got a lot of the points, and it's facilitated.
Long two from Rachel Schoonover is good. So we've had kind of an up and down game, lots of threes so far. What do you think this is going to turn into, Will?
You know, I think the threes can only fall for so long, so I'm guessing they're going to start getting to the glass because they're going to start missing. This could be the beginning of it. They can't hit all game.
Jesse's three is no good as Parada takes the ball up. Oh, wants to stop and pop into Ryan at the top of the key. Cohen Jenkins, no relation with the shot, no good. Corralled by Ishmael. Looks to speed it up as he goes up the floor. Stop and pop.
It's no good. It's back-to-back missed threes for White. They might want to change it up here instead of a little pick and roll, get to the lane.
Another long three, heat check, no good by Prada.
No heat.
Ball goes into the post to A.J. Hawk. Back out to Eddie Beer. Looks like he's going rogue to Matt Geske. Through the contact, no good. That's going to be 2 shots.
That's a good decision by Matt right there. Three ball wasn't falling, took it to the lane. It's a good decision.
Gus Bus with the foul call and reporting.
Looks like our subs are getting pretty antsy here on the sideline. Looks like they're about to enter the game after this shot.
Looks like number 12, Cohen Jenkins, no relation, will be coming up to get a quick breather as the first free throw is good.
Sam Neela-Sanik also said he would drop 25 points this game, so keep your eye out for the guy into the cement hole, number 24, on the bottom right of your screen.
Looks like Ryan Hershey for Team White just checked into the game.
Ryan is also a professor here at Gonzaga and often plays noon ball with the students every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Along with number 3, Morgan Parker. As Prada takes it in the lane, it's no good, collected by Hershey. So, well, for those who are viewing at home and don't know what noon ball is, could you just maybe elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. Noon ball is an activity every Monday, Wednesday, Friday where a lot of the more competitive players at Gonzaga for basketball come to the RFC gym area, and they just run 5v5 basketball for about an hour or two.
So
the professors will come too.
That's the competitive players in you, I would assume.
Oh, of course. You'll see me there tomorrow morning.
Andrew Prada goes through the lane and somehow through a sea of hands gets the ball to Sam Neela-Sanik for 2. That's going to be a dark lead, 17-14 with a little under 9 minutes remaining.
Also, I may have heard a rumor that Natalie and Lauren Hastings' parents may be watching. So if you guys are out there, greetings from the RFC. Glad to have you here tonight.
Matt Heskey with a long three, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a dark ball. I've also heard that rumor, Will. Lance and Mary, if you're watching, shout out from the kiddos. They're out here playing hard, having some fun. As Neela-Sanik takes the ball out to the wing. Gus making a better door than a window. Ball goes up to the top to Ryan, back over to Naslandic. Looks like they're really trying to work that left side of the court. What do you think, Well?
Yeah, they're really working it over there. Sam with an early turnover. Pass it up court. Ish will take that for two. You just can't have turnovers like that. Too easy of fuel for the other team.
And hey, one of the best ways to end fast breaks is to make shots. We saw it in the Gonzaga versus Duke at the Maui Classic. But you all know the Zags brought home the title of Maui. An exciting time to be a Zag here. Where were you at? Where were you watching that game, Al?
Oh, I was at my house on the couch watching with my friends and my girlfriend. My girlfriend knew if the Zags didn't win, it was not going to be a great night. Nothing was going to happen. We're going to do anything. Just going to sit there in silence. So she was pretty excited the Zags won, as was I.
First free throw is no good as Mike Bibby checks back in for Drew Prada, who was looking to get some water as soon as he could. Yeah, I had also at home watching the Maui Classic final. Also very stressed. I had no doubt in the Zags the entire time. In a much more real sense, I'm one of the most pessimistic Zag fans of all time, so I knew we would lose. But somehow we pulled it off as Ish brings the ball up court. Ball goes over to Matt Husky against Cole from Walla Walla, Washington. The town's so nice, they named it twice. Ish no good. Nissalandic with the rebound. Morgan Parker playing some tough full court defense as Sam makes his way up the court to Don Barashkov. Loose ball, tipped by White. We'll see what the ref calls here. Off White. It's going to stay with Dark after a little bit of a uncontrolled possession, but maybe it'll give them enough time to get their heads.
Good hustle play by both teams right there. Scoot over on Dark, making the smart play, not to touch it. Both hustling down the court. Love to see it.
Ball staying in the corner with Don Barashkov. Skip pass over to Naslandic. Drives into the lane and chunks it from not very far as Matt Geske gets the ball, taking it up the court for White. Oh, fake goes down low. And that's going to be 2 shots.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Thomas did not go straight up right there. She initially started that way, then brought her hands down. It's a good call by the official.
Justin Magnetai with the comment. Sam has to hit those. Couldn't agree more. Justin Magnetai, also another absolutely stellar RFC supervisor here at Intramural. Also hailing from San Diego at St. Augustine High School. Quite the dodgeball player, if I've heard correctly, as Sophia Daly, affectionately known as Soph, from the bench over here on the right. Oh, almost stolen from Ryan Hershey.
Big man for three.
Big man for three from the top of the key. That's a 3-point lead, 21-18 with
it's a pretty
5.5 minutes
call
left.
for Cole to wear bright orange and bright blue. We'll see if he can stay up to that level of confidence he's showing.
Ish with the shadow moves. Mid-range Jay's no good. Dark's going to let that go out of bounds.
That's good defense right there with the 4th shot. Ish needs to kick that and find a better look.
All right. Soph will exit as AJ Hawk makes her way back out onto the court.
We'll see if AJ can get some regression analysis going on defensive possession right here.
Oh, Morgan Parker with a near steal. Rachel Schoonover with the long 3. No good. Another one of the rules for Gonzaga intramurals is each team, as Geske's shot is no good, offensive rebound, each team gets 1 timeout per half. It's a 30-second timeout, or as long as the refs decide to make it. And that's a use it or lose it timeout. They do not carry over.
Also, it looks like we have Cohen Jenkins here about to check into the game. He was actually once considering doing culinary school and moving to Europe. That's wildly untrue, William. According to his Facebook post, that is what we saw.
And Dombrashkov hits the 3 from the top of the key. That's going to extend the lead to 6 points with about 4 minutes remaining. Oh, Matt Geske with the answer to cut it back to 3.
It's a big shot right there. They were down by 6, cut it in half to 3, keeps them alive. Very close in this game.
That could be the Tres Habaneros spicy 3 of the game as Matima's fadeaway is good. Matt Geske takes a baseline against Cole Medema. Pride of Walla Washington, up and under is good. That's 14 points for number 17, Matt Geske. That's going to be a team high for White. Looks like him and Prada will be dueling for the title of most points scored at this point.
Currently have 3 minutes left in this first half, if anybody can't see the scoreboard.
Sam Slandic misses. Looks like Ryan Hershey wants to push the ball. Hershey track and field style. Ish with a pull-up J from about 7 feet away is good.
It's going to cut it down to a 1-point lead right now for Dart. We'll see how they respond on this possession. A bucket here would be nice to go into half.
Sam, ooh, fading away, hits the three.
The sub goes sub of the game, Justin, will be decided as we feel we haven't seen the biggest sub of the game yet.
Geske for three is no good. Yeah, long game, plenty of time for any sub to come in. You know, Rem Backamus, he usually didn't get in until the very end, and he probably won every sub of the game in his tenure here at Gonzaga.
So you never can root that out too early. Oh, a block by A.J. Hawk on the big man right there. Cole's currently walking up the court.
Hershey track and field for three, and it is good.
The professor's really starting to take over the deep three ball here. Students need to step up and make a stand.
Morgan Parker with a tight D. Looks like Dom lost it without anyone else touching it. That's going to be a turnover. All right, White has decided to use and not lose their first time out for the first half.
Sam.
Yeah. Timeouts here at the RFC are a great time for our refs out on the floor to come and be in contact with those who are on the table. Make sure that our communication is sound and good. And also, hey, for all you kids at home, no matter if you're playing, if you're reffing, if you're spectating, it's always a good time to hydrate. And I think Nash is doing a great job and a great example of that. Hopefully Gus will at some point before the end of his shift tonight.
Yeah, it was a big decision by Gus right there not to get water. That could come back and play him. He's been running a lot up and down the court, so we'll have to keep an eye on our refs tonight. All right, we got Eddie Beer taking the ball up the court, trying to turn some accounts receivable into some cash right here.
Morgan Parker behind the back. Floater, and I thought the bank closed at 5, but apparently not. That's 2 points for Morgan Parker as White has taken the lead for the first time today, 30-29. Minute and a half left. Step back by Andrew Prada. Sam Slandic calling for C-Tang. Cohen Jenkins, no relation, to take the shot. Loose ball. Mike Bibby, Don Barashkov gets the ball to Schoonover. They're staying over in the corner. Hopefully going to space it out. Cohen Jenkins, no relation with the kick out up to the top. That is Spurs ball movement right there. You love to see that.
Classic move by Mike Bibby. Great outside shooter. Never forget Sacramento Kings. They used to have the team then.
40 seconds remain in the half. Looks like they're not waiting for the last shot. AJ Tosh looks like she went through a little bit of contact. Cohen Jenkins, no relation with the pass to Mike Bibby. Couldn't hold on to it, but apparently off White. Going to stay here with Dark.
It's a great call by Nash on the baseline right there. Look to go off the right heel of Ryan Hershey. Correct call. Love to see it.
Lauren Hastings with the kick out to Don Barashkov. Cohen Jenkins, no relation, looks to get to his left hand. Back to Lauren Hastings. And it is good. Looks like we have an early candidate for the Lance and Mary player of the game.
We currently have volleyball practice going on in the middle court, so if you see a volleyball on the court, that is why. 14 seconds left.
8 seconds on the clock. We'll see what White decides to do. Hershey track and field for the three, and it is good.
3, 2, final shot. It's
Looks like he got it up. Oh, no good. Directly off the backboard. So that's going to wrap up the first half with Dark leading 34-33. So one change that we're going to see in the second half is instead of the last minute when the clock stopped, it's going to be the last 2 minutes. And both teams will still receive a timeout. So, Will, what are your thoughts on the first half?
First half, both teams.
Now that we have some time, we're going to try to get this figured out.
We got a new iPad. We're trying to figure out the right angles. First half, big thing for White was hitting their 3 balls deep. They were very successful in that. They didn't really miss any probably shot 75%. It's a big guess. Don't have the stats in front of me right now. But Dark did a better job of getting to the hoop, backdoor cuts, easy layups, and I think that could be the difference in this game. White's going to need easier baskets.
What do you think fatigue and not fresh legs are going to have an effect on those three-point balls? All right.
1 second, we have a...
So William is going to go over and get someone to interview for halftime. We're going to find someone for the next game to interview because of a little bit of a time deadline, it's not going to work.
All right, so we're going to update you on what's going on right now. We currently don't have our normal mic, so it's more difficult to do interviews because we only have this that we have to talk into. So we're going to have Mr. Jenkins, no relation to Coed Jenkins, go out there and get a quick interview right here. All right, let's see if I can turn this around. Here we go.
So, Mr. Jenkins?
No, it's got to be in your ear.
Mr. Jenkins. A great first half of basketball. I really like watching you facilitate. What do you think your team needs to do to maintain their success this next half?
Well, I think it all comes down to the defensive basics. We need to work on our switching and communication out on the floor because defense wins championships. So that's what we're looking to continue to get. And then passing movement on offense, off-ball screens, making the pass to the right player at the right time.
Hey, it's great to hear that championship mentality even this early in the regular season.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins. Coed Jenkins is our local broadcasting major and was a key instrument in making this YouTube Live happen. So it's great to see that he's able to use his classroom knowledge and his floor knowledge to have success.
And it looks like we're going to get started here in the second half. We got Nash inbounding the ball to Matt.
And we have Natalie Hastings, daughter of Lance and Mary in the blue, number 25.
Oh my goodness, we got 2 Hastings out there.
Do we?
We do. I had to double check that, but we do. The stat is confirmed.
Hershey track and field with the turnover to Sam Nisalandic. Sam will take the ball up the court. Dishes out to Mr. Jenkins, no relation.
Hastings.
The early three, and it's good. Bang!
It's a big shot for Blue to start out right there to show they still got confidence in a 3 ball. Get respect when the defenders get out there.
AJ Hawk using statistics. Oh, no good.
Looks like Rubita was a little bit too high on that one. She'll have to do an adjustment.
Natalie Hastings, the facilitator, new front runner for the Lance and Mary player of the game.
All right, White slowing the pace going up and down the court a little bit. Maybe fatigue, maybe a new style. Backing him down from the 3.
Hershey track and field for 3. He hit the late one in the first half. It's no good. Put back by Heskey is good. Drew Prada with the handle. Looking to get into the lane. Left hand. Up no good. Kicked out by Sam Nislandic out of bounds. AJ Hawk will take it out for White with about 16 and a half minutes remaining. Dark is up by 5 points, 40-35.
Still a very close and competitive game we got going on here. A lot of time left. We'll see if these shots keep falling for both teams.
Matt Heskey looks to back down. Up and under. Gets the foul call.
And it looks like Sam went straight up, but maybe Hastings with the foul underneath. We'll see who it's called on here. Let's see. Do we know who Dark 69 is? It was Sam. Apparently Sam was not straight up.
First free throw is good. No subs heading in this early in the second half. Converts both free throws. Cuts the lead to 3 as Coed Jenkins, no relation, takes the ball up. Sister-to-sister passing. Chemistry unlike anything we've seen here at the RFC as Drew Prada does the Wayne Gretzky underneath the hoop. Coed Jenkins, no relation for 3, and it is good.
It looks like that's going to be our Dutch Bros dime of the game. Great off-ball vision by Drew right there. Kicks it out to the top, sinks the 3. You'd love to see it.
Ish short shot up and over Mr. Jenkins, no relation.
Interesting play by Matt right there. Saw Drew maybe not paying attention, tried to steal the ball and inbound.
Coast-to-coast lane is no good. Hershey Track and Field looks to get out and running. Absolutely hounded by Sam Nislandic. A long three by Matt Heskey is no good.
Just off the mark. Like to see the confidence in the shot, but early in the play.
The killer crossover to the Sam Nislandic three. No good. Oh,
Very close action here. Sam with the steal. Takes it lane, kicks it out. Natalie
Hastings for three, and it is good.
Those are some proud parents out there watching tonight.
Ball goes into AJ Hawk. Triple team comes in immediately. Loose ball picked up by Sam Nislandic. Oh, between the legs, right back. And Sam cannot convert.
And number 69, Dark Sam Nislandic.
Looks to get a cheap one into the basket. Well, couldn't quite get it.
You know, that's a great pass. Hate to see no finish there.
Matt Heskey going in. Going into Nislandic, up and under. Oh, no good. Sam for three, no good. The Dark bench is asking Sam to throw it out of bounds. No subs are currently in the box. Not totally sure of the strategy, but might pay off for him as Dark still has a 7-point lead with about 13 and a half minutes left to play.
Sam really shooting the ball with confidence there early. A lot of shots have fallen for him, but a little slow as of now.
AJ Hawk for three, follows their own shot. Oh, can't quite get it. Cohen Jenkins, no relation with the rebound.
Sounds like Sam just told us he was going to foul to get someone into the game.
I haven't heard a guarantee like that since Joe Namath guaranteed a Super Bowl victory as Hastings three is no good. Ish with a deep three, and it is good.
I believe Ish also works in the Gen Tech Lab.
Next Tech Lab.
What we're getting at is Ish is a very smart individual who works in a technology lab in Hemmington. Very good athlete also.
Ball goes up to Cohen Jenkins, no relation, gets to his left hand. Out to Hastings, long two. No good. I think she's better from the three-point line. She might have to back up about 6 or 7 inches. I think that goes in. The guaranteed hand check as Cole Medina and Dominic Broshkoff are headed into the game for Dark, and Eddie Beer and Morgan Parker for White. Also, something for the kiddos at home. No matter how excited you are to sub into the game, you must wait for the referee to tell you to come on to ensure that they have the right person that they're reporting the foul. Also, we are up to 19 people on this live stream, folks. You cannot write something like this.
Folks, spread the word. We get to 20 for the first one of the year. It's a pretty big night. Tell your fans. If anybody wants to give a shout out to anybody on the court, just drop a comment and we'll drop your name.
Looks like we got another foul on Dark. Hastings with the reach. Hand check, a big emphasis this year for RFC officials. Ish gets to his right hand, is no good. The big man takes it up the floor. Shout out Sophia Daly from Jack Fuller. We'll make sure to let her know if there's any timeout. And Hastings three is good. The race for the Lance and Mary player of the game has again heated up with the two Hastings sisters absolutely trading blows against White from the three-point line. We've hit 20, folks.
20 points.
I never thought I'd get here. I'd like to thank my parents for raising me and putting me in a position where I could be here today with my main man, William.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here. Honor to break in the first live YouTube of the year.
The pull-up from three is no good.
Ish has been a standout player all game. Looks like we got a shout out for Eddie Beer. As many fan favorites. We'll see if Eddie can get some more assets.
Oh, Hastings for three. Oh my God, she can't be stopped. That's a three-pointer for what is she? Assistant or associate director of the RFC?
I believe she's in charge of fitness classes. I do know that. Eddie Bear.
Eddie Bear for three.
Check, no good, but good effort on the board down low.
Yeah, White showing some serious heart on the boards, trying to keep possession of that ball. Oh, almost steal from Ish. Tries to get back to Sam Slandic. Out to Mike Bibby. Dombrowska for three. Great rotation on that ball, but no good. Good box out by Ish. Eddie's looking to debit some points in his personal bank account right now, using that right hand. Ish with the long two-pointer, no good.
Ish just seemed to cool off. Still playing hard defense, though.
Cole getting to his left hand, no good. Looks like he's going to have a long run back as Ish tries to push the issue. The stop and pop three, no good, off to the left.
No good. Threes are really starting to cool down for White right now. Looks like we have a Hastings sister tying the shoe. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Oh, she did it well. Faster than I could have tied my shoe.
She's quick.
Sam Slandic from the left elbow, and good. Looks like Ryan Thomas and Rachel Schoonover will be checking in soon for Dark.
We currently have a score of Dark 54 to White 42, a 12-point lead. White's going to have to figure something out and get some shots falling here before this game gets out of reach.
Morgan Parker, shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Basket's good, and one. Oh, I'm mistaken. That looks to be a player control foul. Dipping the shoulder, perhaps. AJ Hawk and Matt Heskey are back in for White. One thing we haven't mentioned yet is the Wolfgang Puck Pizza putback. And what we're looking for there is an offensive rebound and an immediate land. As Ryan takes a shot from the right elbow, no good. Tipped up by Nislandic. Scramble for the ball, ends up with Don Broshkoff, back to Sam in the corner. No good. I think probably one of the things I'm most impressed with is the ball movement we've seen. Sometimes in lower divisions, we might not always see that as the free from Heskey is no good.
Looks like a little disagreement on the refs right there, which way the ball was going, but Nash took over control, and looks like it's coming this way. Great collaboration, got the call right.
Little break in the action. Julianne Taylor over here in the white, supervisor on duty. She hails from San Jose, California. As the three from Dominic Groshkopf is good. Julianne, a big San Jose Sharks fan.
White's going to have to make some changes here and guard out further because Dark's just not going to stop hitting threes. Great little putback or foot by Ish right there.
Score is 44 to 57. 13-point lead for Dark as the ball goes into the post. No good. Hershey track and field. Trying to push the tempo. Finds Matt Heskey in the corner. Gets to his left hand. Oh, good challenge by Dominic Broshkoff. He looks to lead the break himself.
It looks like we have Drew Ferrata coming in here in a second. And there it is! And we're going to give it away right now. Our Wolfgang Puck Pizza putback of the game. A great put by Sam right there. On the boards, quick, get your stats, get out.
Ooh.
But an even prettier shot by Professor Matt.
Just the professor.
The Professor.
Cohen Jenkins, no relation with the nickname, the Professor. For Matt Heskey, as Medema's three is good.
Dark is very hot right now. They just can't seem to miss. But looks like Drew's going to the game. We'll see if he can change that up.
We're hoping that he's gotten some water as Hershey track and field. Misses from three. Rebound by Ryan. First jump ball of the game. That's going to be the Triple J Orchard jump ball of the game.
You love to see it. You love to see it. All right.
Cohen Jenkins, no relation, decides to take the ball himself. Cohen learned all of his basketball skills from NBA Street, the video game on GameCube.
He has not changed as the game has changed too. He is stuck with the skills he knows.
Drew Prada cut into the defense. Basket's no good, but it looks like he's going to get two shots as Cole Medema is ready to check back into the game.
All right, as we have a quick break in the game, we're going to hit you with the Northern Quest trivia question of the night. So anybody who knows the answers, feel free to just comment on the screen. Who is the grad transfer on the Gonzaga men's basketball team this year?
All right. A question we just got was, who is the player in the orange jersey? That looks to be from a relative of Dom, as the last name was Barashkov. And the answer to that question is Cole Medema, Walla Walla, Washington. So Justin's answer of Jack Beach, incorrect.
It's incorrect. It's hard to believe because Justin is also from San Diego, just like Jack. You'd think he'd know it, but every answer can't be correct.
With perhaps another Wolfgang Puck Pizza put back of the game.
We have a lot of Wolfgang out here. If anybody doesn't know, it is a new restaurant in Hemmingson. All right, once again, if anybody knows who the grad transfer to Gonzaga basketball men's team is, please comment.
Graduate transfer, meaning that having transferred from a prior university and have already gotten their undergraduate degree, as the grad in transfer might have insinuated.
We will give one hint. He is a point guard.
Looks like there's some animosity between Drew and Cohen Jenkins, no relation on the screen right there, but Cohen making up for it with the hard defense. Long three from Matt Heskey, the professor, no good. Corralled by Cohen Jenkins, no relation. Over the play pass! Directly to Hershey.
That's a tough look. Cohen must not have seen the defender right there. That's going to bring the score down to 62-50 with a 12-point game with 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Ball's over to Rachel Schoonover.
A potential injury on the bench. We heard that Natalie's eye is twitching. We will have to keep an eye on that.
There has been a call for Carroll College basketball Hall of Famer Eddie Beard to go back into the game.
Eddie, the fans want you.
We got a point and a little bit of a smirk. We'll see what that'll mean here in the next few minutes.
Eddie's currently fueling up right now. I can expect 10 points when he gets back in quick, too.
And Lynn Barashkov with the correct answer. Congratulations, Lynn. You have won all the pride in the world. As Gino Crandall from North Dakota State.
I do not. I want to say University of North Dakota. Does anybody know where Gino is? North Dakota State.
As AJ Hawk statistically gets the ball in the hoop, cutting the lead to 2.5.
She shoots 100%. The regression analysis doesn't lie. She's got it going.
Oh, scramble for the ball. Looks like there's going to be a jump ball called. That's going to be white ball.
All right, looks like we have a Hastings sister coming in for a sub.
As a Lance and Mary potential game player of the game, player goes back in.
Go look at stats.
The professor taking the ball in. Gets it in low to Ish with the fadeaway. No good. If you heard our table staff just yell 2 minutes, maybe you didn't because of the technology, that means any dead ball, the clock will stop. It has been running for the first 16. It's the deep three from Cohen Jenkins, no relations, no good. Big rebound by Matt Heskey as Drew Prada dogs him up and down the court, trying to get the pressure up, willing his teammates into the game. Eddie Beer back in the game. Carroll College Hall of Famer. Strictly fundamentals. As Morgan Parker gets the ball into AJ Hawk. The statistical up and under will get her 2 shots as Lauren Hastings gets her on the arm for the foul.
All right, first shot looks to be no good. She's got one more.
There's three
Three
team fouls on White. If they decide to foul towards the end of the game, they will need to start fouling sooner rather than later to get to the 7 required to shoot 1-1 in an attempt to get the ball back.
Looks like we got the big orange unit going up the court. Kicks it over to Lauren. Just missed the layup.
Shooting the Idaho resident, no good from the top of the key for 3.
Eddie Beer into the game. Let's see if he can make a big change for White here. They need some momentum.
Morgan Parker for 3. No good. AJ Hawk fighting for the ball. Oh, straight to Cole Medema. AJ Hawk with the foul to stop the clock. 42 seconds remaining. 10-point game. 52 to 62. Dart is on top.
37-94. It's not it.
Drew Prada giving his passcode so we can keep stats.
3974. All right, we currently have an issue because we're not getting to Drew's phone.
Oh, my
All right. Drew seemed confused on that question, but we now have access to his phone for stats.
Gonzaga intramurals, just like the rodeo. You don't go to watch the Cowboys stay on the bowl as Rachel Schoonover gets the ball to Drew. Behind the back pass to Lauren Hastings. Back out to Cohen Jenkins, no relation. Ball's going to stay here. Big call for Dark. Up 10 with 29 seconds remaining.
With only 29 seconds left, the game is currently at 10 points. We're going to hand out our MVP of the game to Sam, number 69, with 13 points tonight. But a big honorable mention to Matt, number 17 on white, with 20 points, leading the whole game with the most amount of points. Great effort by both teams. Still 20 seconds left. We'll see how it finishes out.
And just to supplement tonight's MVP, the Lance and Mary players of the game is Lauren and Natalie Hastings. Hi, Mom, she says at the end of the bench as Cole Medina looks to inbound the ball. Cohen Jenkins, no relation. Still playing hard, still attacking the basket.
And a turnover. Hate to see it.
The stop and pop three is no good, followed by Matt Heskey.
An apparent nickname from the bench I just heard for Cohen is Cohen Turnover Jenkins. I had not heard that, but it has been apparent in the last couple minutes here. We'll see if he can corral. Oh.
All right, looks like we have a foul with 1 second remaining. Eight-point difference. 1 second. I hate to say anything's impossible because they could come back, but it is not looking like they will. What do you think what was the big difference in today's game, Will?
Dark shot the ball great. They hit from three all game, especially the Hastings sisters. Back to back was unbelievable.
And that will wrap it up as the ball goes into Medina. We will try to get a Hastings sisters interview.
We will get the Hastings sisters. You got it, so get out there.
So we have Natalie and Lauren Hastings, the Lance and Mary players of the game. It might look a little uncomfortable just because this has to be in the ear to be able to project the voice. So you came in at the second half and you hit a couple big threes. What's the secret to your success?
No warm up. And arriving late. Arriving late.
Always late. Well, you learn from the best, Lance and Mary. Again, everyone, the Lance and Mary players of the game. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right. We're going to switch sides.
Yeah.
Microphone making it more difficult there. And it looks like a final score of 62 to 54. And the Dark team, Pipe It Up, has taken the victory.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you tonight. Thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight.
To our fans.
All our fans, Twitter followers, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. You can find us. For me and Will Foley, we will be signing off. Good night, good luck, and go Zags.
And as our last thing, we would like to say go